Good morning, Mizzou fans. February 28th, Friday, PM in the AM. I am Gabe DeArmond on the eve of what Dennis Gates called a national holiday, the month of March. We will get to today's talking point here in just a minute, but want to remind you this morning that we're brought to you every single morning by Cornerstone Family Medicine Clinic locations, physical locations in Fulton and Mexico, Missouri, but care available for patients all over the Show Me State due to their virtual offerings for healthcare. Look, it can be super frustrating to have to wait for a doctor's appointment. You can't always plan when you're going to need it. Maybe you don't want to spend the money for urgent care. Cornerstone offers in-person and virtual memberships that can supplement or replace your expensive insurance, and they can assure you same-day or next-day appointments. You can go to cornerstonefmclinic.com. Memberships anywhere from $22 to $55 a month, virtual and in-person plans. We encourage you to check them out. So, like I said, month of March, a national holiday. Normally, we would probably talk about what's good for Missouri and the SEC in college basketball this weekend. I'll be honest, guys, we're past that point. It's real simple. Missouri wins 3 games. It's a top 4 seed in the SEC tournament. I would imagine also a top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. That simple. Control of its fate completely in Missouri's hands. 3 wins, you get the double bye in the SEC tournament. You're probably a top 4 seed, just depends on location in the NCAA tournament. So that's settled. We don't have to spend time doing that today. What are we going to do? We're going to talk spring football. Missouri starts spring football practice later today. The first media availability and viewing will be with Eli Drinkwitz tomorrow morning. I believe practice at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. Gerard Hamilton going to have everything from spring ball for you guys over the next 3 weeks. One, obviously, huge focal point, the quarterback position. That's what everybody's going to want to know about. And I'm just going to tell you, we're going to see like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of 6 practices. We're not going to be able to tell you who the starting quarterback is at the end of spring football because I don't think Eli Drinkwitz is going to tell anybody who the starting quarterback is after spring football. Obviously, Penn State transfer Beau Pribula is viewed as the heir apparent with Brady Cook gone. And I think he probably has a little bit of a leg up. I mean, Missouri went out in the portal, got him. He didn't come here for free, so there is a certain level of investment there and probably a belief that Beau is going to come in and win the starting quarterback job. However, Sam Horn is absolutely going to compete for this thing, not only over the next 3 weeks, but over the next 3 or 4 months and probably into the beginning of fall camp. Again, I wouldn't expect Drinkwitz to tell us who his starter is. Sam Horn's been around a long time. He knows the system. He knows the offensive coordinator. His arm is healthy, should be ready to throw, fully participate in spring football. His teammates know him. He knows the receivers, all that. So we will talk about it. Everybody's going to break it down and make predictions and all that, but I don't actually expect an answer. The more interesting position to me in spring football is the offensive line for Missouri. Gone is Armand Mimbo, starting right tackle, likely first-round draft pick. Gone is Cameron Johnson, second-team All-SEC, starting right guard. Gone is Marcus Bryant, starting left tackle. Coming off injury, probably not ready for spring ball, I would assume, is starting center Connor Tollison. So you're going to see a lot of different combinations. There are 3 things to watch on the offensive line. Number 1, is Caden Green still at guard? I would expect he is. I think he's been there for 2 years, kind of like when Mimbo started at tackle. Everybody said, yeah, but that's just a necessity. He's going to move inside. He never did. I think Caden Green's going to probably stay inside. That's question number 1 to watch. Question number 2, what do the young guys do? Like, time is now. Logan Reichert, Tristan Wilson, maybe to a lesser extent, Curtis Piegler. Brandon Solis, I don't think is quite at that. Hey, it's just year 2. He was a redshirt freshman last year. I don't think he's at that point. But Wilson and Reichert, I think time's now to go get yourself a starting job in spring football. The other thing is the transfers. Missouri brought in 3 of them. Interior linemen, I'm going to butcher this kid's name. Dominic Giadice, I don't really know. But from Michigan, I wouldn't be surprised to see him be Missouri center in spring ball with Tollison out. Then they've got 2 tackles, Keegan Trost from Wake Forest, Johnny Williams IV from West Virginia. Trost has been a right tackle, would expect him to start there. Johnny Williams probably on the left side. Javen Richardson coming back from last year, JUCO kid who I would think would compete for a starting job. And don't rule out the possibility that Missouri adds somebody at that position after spring football in the spring portal window that opens up on on April 16th. August 16th wouldn't be much of a spring window. So quarterback going to be the main focal point. I'm honestly a little bit more interested in the offensive line because that's the one position. If I've got a huge question mark outside of punter, which, yeah, that's a thing, but like, offensive line a little bit more important than your punter, I think. So if I've got a question about this Missouri team, that's where it is over the next 5-6 months. And we will start to get an idea of how things unfold with spring football starting later today and our first viewing on Saturday. So just a quick look inside that here while you are here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back with you tomorrow night, Drew King and I, post-game show following the basketball game against Vanderbilt. That will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Once again, go to cornerstonefmclinic.com to learn a little bit more about Cornerstone Family Medicine, our sponsor for PM in the AM. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you tomorrow night.